somebody the other day, like, it was literally like last year, I got a notification from eBay, and they were like, you have to change your password. And I was like, why? And they were like, you're one of the last people to have a 4-digit password. That's how early I was on eBay. Reselling sneakers when I was in college. This is 2001. I'm just gonna put the bag. I'm gonna leave the bag.
Alright, Supreme bag.
Yeah.
You want me to wipe it out?
No, we good. Now you said the bag. It's gonna be a Supreme shoe now. Now it's less about grills. Now it's about the fashion, right?
Yeah,
so that's when you and Coop talk, and I just sip shit and watch y'all.
Yeah, I'm with it. Let's get it.
Have you ever seen a nigga wear a grill at Fashion Week in New York?
Well, where I was.
No.
No. At the Comic Con after party. Nah, it was just a lot of women's and very few men.
If I come with you next year,
I
guess that's this year.
Yeah.
If I come with you, I want to wear a grill. I'm gonna wear a grill.
We should absolutely.
How do you go about getting onto Fashion Week or like going or attending?
So there's so many fun ways. Naturally, there's the
I know somebody.
Well, I know somebody with. There's the, oh look, I got an invitation. Let me respond within 24 hours where I missed this invitation way. Yes. Which is how, okay.
You get a lot of those, actually.
Do.
Yo, you the shit.
How do you do
Bro, no, you gotta understand. Alright, so like every.
I need the background.
Shit. We okay? No, fuck, we here. We here? Can I tell these stories?
Hey.
Alright, so I'll be chilling, right? And then like Coop will call me and she'll be like, hey, what's up? I'm like, hey, what's going on? She's like, I need your help. Anytime she says I need your help, it's like, alright, I gotta stop doing what I'm doing. I gotta listen. I'm like, hey, what's going on? She was like, so I got this invitation to New York. And I'm like, what for? She was like, so you have this artist who's doing this performance. I don't know if I could go. You know, the budget. A nigga got work tomorrow. I'm in the industry, but I gotta get my check regardless. And I'll be like, well, how much does this artist matter to you and what you're doing? She'd be like, well, you know this much, but they work with this person. And I'll just be like, damn, that's important. But a nigga got work the next day after. And then I'd be like, well, what are hotel prices? She's like, that's not what it's about. I was like, but you gotta sleep. Right. She's like, I know, but I'm like,
right.
But like these calls come every 3 weeks. So like now that we're here and I realize that's what this is about.
Yeah.
You miss out on a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. You're popular. Mm-mm. No, you popular, bitch. I don't get an invitation like that. You bad bitch. I get an invitation in DC, but I be at the door all the time on U Street, so like niggas know where I'm at.
Right. Yeah, the time it's just because
I
serve people drinks.
No, yeah, I just and like when people invite me to shit, I be like, why you want to invite me to shit? Right. Like even before the photo shoot,
I'm like, I'm not gonna work.
I sit in the chair, I give hugs on U Street. I check IDs. I'm secretly the manager. It's okay.
So, I was invited to something. Who was it? And it was popping. It was dope. No, the SoundCloud party that I got invited to.
What? How long ago was this? You see your face on? She got invited to a SoundCloud party, bruh. That's like what they talk about on the Joe Budden podcast.
Literally.
Right, we were at the SoundCloud party.
You know, title to JC curling his hair. I'd be like, yeah, no, that's tight. I'm just saying.
Fucking Gunna was supposed to be at the SoundCloud party. Mm-hmm. I'm still butthurt that it happened and I missed it. But I couldn't go anyway. But it sucked. I was
How
so
long ago was this?
Literally 2 weeks ago.
Hey, I'm just hearing about this story.
Yeah, of
literally
course.
2 weeks ago.
Thanks for the invite.
And like you're located in the DMV, right?
Yeah, man.
So they want the DMV to be a part of
the jump was in Brooklyn.
that are going on.
Thanks for the invite.
She didn't know you until now.
Guys.
Tim is like pro bitter. It's like I'm in.
So listen, the crazy part about it was like the SoundCloud party came with instructions. Like that shit was so
instructions. Like
yeah, a lot of these parties come with instructions, like where to leave your phone, where to lock your camera. It tells you like your locker code number.
That shows professionalism.
It does.
It does, but it also shows that I don't want you in here on your phone, which I respect.
Yeah, because they want you to like really pay attention to the product.
Yeah, it's really interesting stuff. Like it's not. They had a photo booth. They was gonna use. They tell you like in the email, it was like they're gonna use these photos for SoundCloud advertisement.
Oh,
so when you agree to this, you agree to everything, the use of your image and all that.
You could be used for Gunna's promo for anything that he wanted to do at that point. If you stepped in that SoundCloud photo booth. And I wanted to be.
Okay. You want to say it louder? You want to say it louder so the camera can? You want it to be what? What?
I want it to be in the SoundCloud photo booth.
For who?
For Gunna. For Gunna.
You put that on your what?
What's that?
Good job. All right, cool.
Oh man! Wow. So have you done Fashion Week?
No.
Fashion Week, when I went, if we're gonna dive into it now, it was so strange because like I got the email the night before the event, so it was like either you're coming or you're fucking not. And so I called Juice and I was like, hey.
That was a stressful day.
It really was. I called him on Monday like, hey, should I go? And he was like, yeah, you need to go. So I got the bus ticket.
Yeah, fuck that, go, man.
And then she called me. She was like, what should I pack? I was like, snacks, nigga.
Yeah.
Always pack snacks.
Hell yeah. So
whatever.
I
you wear the same thing all weekend.
Dog, had to pack like that night. Like,
one fly outfit, that's it.
Yeah.
That's literally all it was.
One evening outfit and one day outfit.
That's literally all it was. I had the travel fit, the event fit, and then the travel return job.
There you go.
One bottle of pepper spray for the old nigga that's gonna sexually harass her out there who was a stalker.
On the bus.
Who worked security at the event that wouldn't let her go.
Yes.
On the random.
Yes.
Because like let's just say it.
I was more worried about the bus.
That's what you're worried about, but women are worried about the nigga who's gonna fuck with them when they're just trying to have a good time.
That's true.
Yeah, and that them niggas are real. There's a lineup of those niggas. There's usually like 3 of them at each party, and one of them really tries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One tends to work there. There's always one that works there, and that's one that you technically should be nice to anyway because he fucking works there.
He's gonna get you in.
Right. And then there's like the one that's like just there off somebody else's dime or somebody else's like clout, finesse, whatever the hell have you. So you're just kind of like, boy.
So you've been multiple recent years? Like you've been like...
No. This past year, like 2018 was literally my first time. Okay. And the crazy part was, so we all know Time Hop, don't we? We know Time Hop. We familiar with Time Hop.
I do not, actually.
Time Hop is a setup to remind you of all your fuckery
years.
From when it reminds you of
you mean like Facebook?
Yes.
Like Snapchat?
Yes.
Like,
but it just goes to
all
your phone, I think, and finds all of it.
Yes. It reminds you of how ugly you were, how much of a simp you were, who you was thirsting over.
How young you looked.
Your emo phase. All the little like, oh damn. Those moments you like, damn son.
That was
damn, young me.
That was you.
Right, when you sit there like, wow, that was me at some point. That's Time Hop. Okay. And so on Twitter, my Time Hop showed me that in 2014, I had tweeted that I was going to be at Somebody Fashion Week. Last year, I was at Calvin Klein's after party.
There you go. That's what it's about.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate you. One more time for the culture. Yeah. So, I mean, speaking things into existence is important. Also, having style is important for Fashion Week. Because, like, I literally only got invited to Fashion Week because of the music PR aspect. Because I was invited to Zara Larson's listening party.
Okay.
I wasn't necessarily invited to the Calvin Klein fashion show. I was invited to a listening party.
Yeah.
For music.
Did you see a huge influence of recent years, like of streetwear and fashion?
Or if you were in that room.
Absolutely. So the thing about
it's just very
it's so funny because my mom always said history repeats itself. And it fucking does. Like, remember when it was all like everybody went through that leather phase, like 2000. What was it? 2013, and then again back in like 2000. I want to say not 9.
Yeah, like 2007.
Yes, 7. I was 2006,
There were
2007.
leather patches on jeans.
Right, and
They
also
so
had the chain joints on the belts.
right.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing: I was a perpetrator myself of the leather. Like I had on these thigh-high leather strappy.
It was definitely a
stilettos
thing too.
with the jacket, and so to be at Fashion Week, and I'm like, yes, we are all on trend. Like I was speaking with a manager from a modeling agency. He had on a leather jacket. I was like, look at us. We out here. We doing it. Like I think that's just like the absolute beauty of what is fashion, because we can sit here and everything's new. Yeah, there's always some influence somewhere.
Right.
Every time
from behind. Yeah.
Definitely, and I think that's what makes fashion cool. Because I know for me, I feel like I should have grew up and been born in the 70s. I mean, so with that, now that florals are again for another fucking season. Yeah. You know how happy I am that we're back to chiffon and we're wearing bell bottoms and we got on, high waists and hip huggers. Like that is the theme. That's the fashion right now. I'm happy. I'm great.
I mean, I just asked because there's a lot of controversy. I feel like streetwear wise and like how it's kind of crossed over to luxury. From the Louis Vuitton collab with Supreme to Virgil being in charge of Louis Vuitton to even Kim Jones doing what he did.
But I think that's also they know who their clientele is, even though it's been some years to figure out who their clientele is.
And I think that's it speaks volumes to what it is now.
Absolutely. And also we can talk about the DC fashion scene real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah. I want to hear about this the most.
Like I'm always gonna fight for where I'm from, and that being the DMV or whatever have you. When I was in Fashion Week, I literally was asking people like, "So have you done DC Fashion Week?" And I got a lot of
right, like what is that?
What is? I didn't know
that exists.
I didn't know you had Fashion Week, and it's just kind of like, baby girl, like seriously, we've been doing major things fashion wise. Now, mind you, we're not like, and I can wholeheartedly admit, we have a ways to go to even get to just an LA or a Miami Fashion Week. Yeah. Right. We have quite a bit to get to. Yeah. But at the same time, it does bother me when I feel like people are counting us out, because it's like, don't count out the home team. Like at the end of the day, because we are fashionable, we are trendy. Absolutely. And we have so much culture, and we have so many different people who come here and do things here. So
I think DC's always been super trendy, fashion-wise.
Absolutely.
And especially being from somewhere like, when I was younger in Richmond, we would drive up here to get DC shit, like DTTP World and fucking All Days, and right, but and you're like Soviato, and but that was crazy shit even in Richmond, because you couldn't get it in Richmond.
Yeah. So you were driving back and forth before you moved here.
Oh yeah. No,
so
for
you
sure.
already had like an idea of what the scene was.
I just liked the scene. I mean, I just liked DC, period. But the fashion scene here was definitely, and I liked that there was their own like streetwear. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have that in Richmond. There was nobody like that had their own shooters and Soviato and All Days and Solo. All those were like big Madness. How can we forget Madness? We uptown right now. But so you know what I mean. All of those original, those were inspiring to me.
My house is location.
Shit. I mean, I didn't tag you.
We Northwest now, I guess.
I just said uptown. Like
it's fine. I mean, everybody knows uptown is Northwest. So
anyway, but no, all those were influential to me. So I definitely, I agree that DC has always been slept on as far as just a fashion culture, but definitely the streetwear culture too.
And also, I think like, as far as getting our clothing out there, I think we're doing a really good job with the creativity that we have to push the streetwear and the clothes. Because like, bruh, DC is good for some motherfucking pop up. Okay,
we're great for that.
Great for
the pop up.
I think
we might be king of the pop-ups. I feel like we're king of the pop-ups.
Fashion-wise?
Yeah, king of the pop-ups.
What holds us back though, from what you and I have seen personally, organization.
Yeah,
we've had conversations about when your high ass had the thought of this idea. We were just like, you were high, I was on the phone, it was like 3:45 in the morning, per usual. We talking. And like, it's like, yo, let's do this show, cool snacks. Bites into Twizzler. Yeah, it's just gonna be popping. Yo, we gonna have all these artists, engineers. Bites into Twizzler one more time. Motherfucking producers and DJs. It's just gonna be lit. And I was like, all right, nigga, let's do this. And then like, a big thing you and I have like been preaching is no matter what, we only want the products we have to be associated with presentation. Mm-hmm. And the first convo I ever had with you in terms of us doing business is no matter how much it costs, we're gonna do great presentation when niggas look at the shit that we do.
Absolutely.
So if you look at our IG, your IG, my IG, Under the Table's IG, that shit is crisp. Like I don't like talking about myself, but like
no, it is.
You look good, baby. You look blessed. You look good.
We paid a lot of money for that shit.
You look
but like when niggas see it, they be like, I gotta show up because I want to look good too.
Yeah.
And that's what the key.
Yeah, and I tell people that when I advertise, I'm like, hey,
quick little blurb about that.
Yeah.
I went to school for marketing. I'm not trying to give up. But
what school? Plug it. Like
Howard.
Okay.
Hey,
Cool.
okay.
Yeah. One of the things I took from, I don't know if you saw the documentary on Netflix about the Fire Festival.
No, you got
absolutely.
I haven't seen it. Actually.
Okay.
I've seen it.
Right.
Yeah.
The biggest takeaway from that every type of business and the things that we do, the podcast, even in our regular business, because all that you're marketing yourself.
Yeah.
In the end of the day. The biggest takeaway from that whole situation, people have to realize is what they were selling was that first fucking video that they went down there and made with those models. Mm-hmm. Okay? And the reason they sold all those tickets and all those kids still came after all those pictures and said the shit was not together is because they believed when they got there, it was going to be like that video.
They definitely thought that.
And that's all it took was them investing in that one fucking video. It was 6 days of partying. They had a great time.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what made it sell.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you make everything look like you want to be there, then that's why you want to be there.
Yeah, but what's funny is, well, not funny, what's comical, because comical means you have to think about what's going on.
Right.
Is everything we advertise, it's way better when they show up in person.
Yeah.
She'll tell you.
That's how it's got to be.
Like if you hear the
you still got to go above and beyond.
Shit, it's way better than like what they
It's always well put together. It's always well organized. It's always aesthetically pleasing because that's what goes into good marketing and good promo and things like that. And that's what they did in a Fire Festival.
Right.
They had the right celebrities.
That's what I'm saying.
Attractive, most popular celebrities, and they had a beautiful background to put it against.
Right.
Yeah.
So like. I mean, shit's gonna sell.
And they made it look like I'm gonna be hanging out with these people when I go, and then it's like no.
Sure wasn't. There was nothing. It was so sad. That was sad. Bro, when Slim was like water.
I got some.
Water. I was like, yo, my bad.
I'm gonna hear this reference and I'm gonna like watch it later and be like, wow, the water.
The things people will do for water.
Bruh, first of all, he said, I'm gonna have to take one for the team.
Wait, is this about the dude who had to suck dick?
Yeah, he didn't suck dick though, but he was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to do this.
He was prepared. He's like, what did he say? He's like, I went home. I took a shower. I saw this on Twitter.
Yes.
He's like, I took a shower.
Yes.
I put my clothes on. And he was like, I guess I'm going to have to suck dick for the team today.
Yeah.
And I was like, bruh.
Yeah.
Right. And he didn't get paid.
Right.
Did not get paid. Just on the strength of Slim being his man, his best friend.
Yeah.
And the promises.
Well, that made me think about what else them two was doing. But that's all.
But that's
you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say some shady shit, but
you know what I'm saying?
I see some real shady shit. But we go ahead and nip that in the bud.
Yes.
But the point is, with these pop-ups in the DMV, we are killing the game. It's just that we have to stick to good business. We have to do good promo.
Yeah.
We have to stop doing the man's thing.
Yeah.
Because we do the man's thing a lot instead of like working with people and then making the people that we paid and work with our mans.
Yeah.
Right.
People like to just do the man's thing and then they shit look, ugly, half done, whatever the hell have you.
Yeah.
And it's not, it don't come off well and then they're upset because people are joining on you on social media.
We had a convo about this. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I sent you that text and I was like, no longer doing business with so and so, and you hit me with burp, and I got so excited because I was gonna call you. I was like, is that a burp? And I was like, shit, you get it. That nigga, he irked me, and I was just like, what irked me the most? You don't know the situation. I'll tell you about it later. Is anybody I do business with, I believe in them. You feel what I'm saying? So like, if you say, hey, I want to do so and so, I see your vision.
Right.
When I see you half-assing on the work, when I see your foundation isn't what you thought it was going to be, when I see you're dropping the ball willingly and you're okay with that, I can't be with that. Because the niggas I work with, the producer nigga in the back also who's chilling on the couch, I know niggas are working hard when I'm not in the room.
Right.
So I'm not worried about that.
He's working really hard.
But when niggas like that, my name is indirectly connected to them.
Absolutely.
Because if I endorse you, people are gonna be like, oh, Juice said so and so is good. I don't have to question this.
Nope.
They got
Absolutely.
this.
Right.
But like, I can't do that anymore. And I don't put a lot of value on my name, but I do put a lot of value in how other people view my name when it's connected to it.
Yeah.
And that's something very different.
Especially when it comes to getting money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, there's just the entire emphasis is always going to be good business.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
It's gotta be good business, and it's gotta be you got, like you say, you gotta trust the person, and
and it's gotta make fucking sense.
right, and it's gotta make sense. So if it's not gonna, if I'm gonna go this way and I'm not gonna make as much money because I go this way, I mean, everything has to come together and work out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it even needs to be to a point where, like, if you are doing business with someone and let's say they're not your mans and they're not your homie, you don't know them, you have to be able to know that even when it goes left or south or just fuck up, that it's gonna be professional anyway, and that it's gonna get taken care of and get handled.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just hope that that's something that the DMV area, the metropolitan area, DC, Maryland, when people do these pop-ups and they do business, or when people decide, like, because this is literally like friends just got together and we was like, hey, we gonna do this.
yeah.
And like, you can't always work with cousins, you can't always work with family, you can't always work with friends.
Yeah.
But when you do work with said people, everyone has to be aware of what's happening. Everyone has to be aware of what we're trying to get down, what the goal is, and what the point we're all trying to get to. And when we all have the same common goal, I feel like that works better.
Yeah.
I feel like it works really well.
Yeah.
That's like when Jesus was asking me about like reselling stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, where do you? And I was like, I don't really resell stuff in the US anymore. Just because it's, you know, the online game used to be a lot easier. And there's so many people doing it now. You got Instagram, eBay, Grail, Depop, I mean, Poshmark. I mean, it's endless.
So many.
And I mean, I'd literally rather put myself in a suitcase and go to Japan and just walk in the shop and
Or Shanghai.
Yeah.
That's fire. Where else have you been? Let's get into it.
I mean, to like resell, not really too many places to
Resell successfully.
Japan's number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and it's very crazy. You go, it's an interesting experience because, like I said, you do it here. It's over like Instagram or it's, you know, on Grail. You post a picture. Somebody wants to buy it. They see the thing. You get the money. You ship it out.
Yeah.
Back. Over there, you go in a shop. It's like it could be a tiny they usually have a shop next door and then they have like their buying shop. So you go in. It's like an office. It's weird. You walk in, there's like not a guy there. Usually you ring a bell, the guy comes out, like, you know, like, what do you got? So I come and I bring my bag, put the stuff on the table.
Wait, no, you got a bag.
I do have a bag. I'm gonna show you.
Let's show how it goes. That's the bag. That's
He
the
puts the bag on the
table.
table, and he takes all the stuff out of the bag. So he looks at all the stuff, he starts examining the stuff, and he's like, okay, and he looks at everything, and then he's like,
And while he's doing this, you gotta keep track of what he's touching.
right, but you know what's crazy about that? And I will say this about Japan is it's one of the safest places in the world.
Okay.
They have this whole ideology of honor, and if you have something and you work for it,
Yeah.
I will never think about stealing it from you.
Okay.
I mean, there are those people that, you know, I'm not saying it's a perfect world.
Yeah, there's the underlying.
But, right, of
folks.
course, there's always that. But the rate at which that happens compared to here is completely insane.
Okay.
Like, they're not gonna steal your stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's not. So but they do take track of it. They write it down, and they'll tell you to come back in like an hour and a half.
Okay.
So you come back, they examine everything to make sure it's authentic, and then you come back and they call you in the conference room, and they have all your stuff, and they have a list, and there's a price at the bottom, and it's completely negotiable. And you can be like, look, I was expecting this, or I want this amount for this and this amount for that, or I don't want to sell you that anymore. I'm gonna keep that, and they'll go back and forth with you all day. It's fun.
So that shows you that work. Is there any alcohol involved, or water, or they're like
no. You just in a little conference room.
Is there a translator, or is it?
Well, so I usually go with a friend of mine who's Japanese because that just makes it. I feel like I don't get taken advantage of.
Yeah, someone you trust.
Have you built that relationship over the years, or is it someone who you like?
It was a person I met the first time I went to Japan through another friend of mine. Okay. And then she was like really into clothes, and she was like, yeah, you have all this stuff, you can resell it. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, I'll take you.
And what year was this?
This was 2 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. So this is like a recent relationship that you like.
Oh, for sure.
Thoroughly.
Yeah, no, I've been 3 times since.
Okay. Wow.
That's amazing.
That says a lot, because that's not a cheap trip.
No, it's not. It's not. But it pays for the trip, so I don't have to worry that.
I like you can look at a bag and say it pays.
You know what I'm saying?
It does though. I mean, and I'm gonna show you a bunch of stuff, but I'm not gonna get into value because that's just too much of a crazy debate. I'll tell you the greatest resource right now to find out the value of anything, not just Supreme stuff.
Yeah.
Any sneakers, streetwear, handbags for women.
Yes.
Expensive watches for guys as well. And this is not a plug. I'm not trying to advertise for free for anybody. But if you go to StockX, you can find the price of anything.
Okay.
So,
So when things become trendy and they get expensive, StockX is like, hey, it costs this much now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And it's crazy because it's literally, when you look at it, it's like a stock market.
Okay.
So like.
That's fire.
I'll show you. I'll show you. Yeah, just
real
quick.
You guys want to grab one of the cameras to get a close up of this?
Yeah, maybe you can see.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, whichever one.
Learning things, guys. We're learning money today. We're learning.
Wait, hold on.
You hear me? Yeah. You my guy. My guy's doing it.
Because this is important.
This is important.
For people looking to get into the game, that's what this is about. Right. For people who are like, hey, he's a campus that
way. Yeah, so this is basically just what you see when you pull it up on the app. So this is like what's popular, and then these are the lowest acts and the highest bids for certain things. So you can go through, and I'll just show you, for example, just something simple like this. These just came out. They're Supreme Band-Aids.
Band-Aids.
So right now the last sale is $14.
Band-Aids.
By Supreme.
So for example, the retail, which it shows you at the bottom, was $6. So if you were to sell these right now, you made that little bit of a profit.
14.
Right.
Supreme Band-Aids.
And actually,
designer healthcare, my nigga.
We have a box of while you're right here.
Designer.
Hey, bro, he has Supreme Band-Aids on my table right now, bro. All right, look, I don't usually do this. I'm gonna record in the middle of the fucking show. You just keep doing what you're doing, yo.
Designer.
Bro, this nigga got Supreme Band-Aids on my table, bro. Supreme makes Band-Aids, bruh. I am close up in the S right now. This is wild to me, bruh. And how much those Band-Aids go for, Tim?
So now they're like $14 a box, bruh.
And them shits were 6 and some change before, bruh.
Yeah.
Band-Aids, nigga, with Supreme on the box, nigga. This is wild, yo. Johnson & Johnson.
So it's just to show you another example of stuff like, so they did a collab. So Supreme does collabs with a lot of things. I like a lot of the accessories. I mean, I like the clothes too, but the accessories are really cool. So they did some white tennis balls with Wilson.
Yeah, they did.
Which now, as you see, they're going for about $42. The retail was $16. So I mean,
Supreme
things go up in value, and you hold on to them. Bruh, these are a little dusty actually.
They white too, but they're white. Can I touch this?
Yeah.
All right. So because I don't want to mess up whatever the resale value would be, if like someone was like, hey, this is something Supreme that I'm looking to sell, what would you not want someone to do when handling your stuff?
I mean, I probably just wouldn't want you to open it and actually touch the balls.
Okay.
Pause.
After all the combos we had today.
Right.
That was pause. So like if they did this, so like let's say you were in Japan, right? You would just like have them look at the container, make sure it's like not blemished.
So I've been through that in Japan too. So one time I took a guy a shirt and it was basically dead stock, which means it's still in the plastic, it's never been worn.
Yeah.
And he starts taking the shit out of the plastic. So my thing is, I don't have to go with you to sell it. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna give me an offer and then I decide. But now you just undead stock my shit. So we gotta work this out now.
Have to work it out.
Yeah. And we did.
So is he someone who was new to the market?
No, but they're very concerned with authenticity from people they know aren't from Japan.
So once he dedicated,
so even though I had a Japanese girl with me,
it
didn't matter to him. He was like, I want to see, because for example, I had a pair of Sean Witherspoons. I don't know if you know what those are, but those are very rare Air Max sneakers. And I had them. I was going to sell those in Japan. Thank God that I did not. I was just there in October, and they wouldn't take them because they had so many fakes in Japan from China. He refused to even look at them.
So when documentaries come out about like the markets that make all the fake things in Japan, that actually hurts what you guys do on this side when it comes to flipping shit.
Well,
well, in a case like that,
I think so. But as far as like now for us in the U.S., it's a little better because you have a company like StockX. So the way StockX works, if I wanted to sell even these Band-Aids and you bought them, let's say you bought them for $14 from StockX.
Yeah.
I then have to send these to StockX.
Okay.
They're gonna authenticate them, and then they're gonna send them to you.
Does that cost you money when they authenticate?
There's a seller's fee there. You know, it's a little more expensive at StockX than it would be if you just sell something on eBay.
Okay. What's up? What's up? We here.
Are the cool girls on stickers?
Huh?
Are the cool girls on StockX?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. You said that like all you had to do was show up, show. Like
I've been winning cool grades for like literally the past like maybe 5 to 7 years. And it's hard because I wear 8.5 in men.
So wait,
and
this is funny. These don't have a retail on here.
8.5 in men.
I do.
But you got pretty.
I do.
I mean, big feet aren't ugly.
I wear 10 in women.
I see some pretty big feet.
I hate you so fucking much.
Nah, I'm gonna think about the feet, nigga.
You blow me.
I don't know.
Yes, honey. I wear 8.5
This shit's
grown
photogenic too.
Thank you.
Someone was like, "Why she got her feet out?" I was like, "Nigga, cause bad bitches only." If I tell my niggas to keep the shoes off, then they gonna keep the shoes off.
Sure did a whole photo shoot. Crazy, crazy out here. Jeez. Do you shoot your own products or do you like hire a crew?
Yeah, I'd shoot them myself if I do it.
So have you thought about having a photo shoot with an actual like someone who's done work that may be better than your own work?
Yes.
Okay.
I've actually talked to somebody recently about that.
I was gonna say if you want someone, let me know.
Yeah,
like,
we can talk about that.
Bragging, right? We've worked with 8 to 9 different photographers.
Okay.
Since the summer, and a lot of people's like our brand and how it's come along is surprising because like how quick it happened. And I was like,
I love it.
I do too, but like you gotta understand. Like imagine if I reached out to Coop because like she's really been the hey, do this, stick to that. You do your dedication thing. You do that thong, will be good. Imagine if I reached out to someone and they didn't give me the advice that worked.
Right.
So like for her, it's like a lot of people's like you're successful, and it's like yeah, because I reached out to the right person. They gave me the advice I asked for, and I listened. Because there's a lot of people out here who will pay you for the advice, and you give it to them, and they're not going to execute.
Right.
They're going to like halfway dedicate to the idea, and then it's just like that's why your shit sucks.
Right. Or they take the concept and try to half-ass it.
That's why.
So then I'm going to show you something now that's a great.
I heard that.
Yeah.
So for instance, this is a great buy.
Yeah.
So this is in 2016. I bought these. Like I said, I like a lot of the accessories.
Yeah.
So these bulk covers.
Nigga, what?
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Bro, they in the back. Yo, can you? I'm sorry. Can you get the? Yo, bro, can I touch this?
But yes,
let me touch it real quick.
but just on the handle.
Hey, bring that camera. On the handle. Yeah, okay. Touch on the handle, right?
Because I don't want the
Look, bro, Supreme bolt cutters. Tyrell, look. They cut things, my G. Supreme bolt cutters, bruh.
I love how
Don't touch the red part, though.
They say help yourself.
Oh,
help yourself, my guy.
That's adorable.
But this is an example of a great investment. In 2016, I paid $48 for those.
How much? Wait.
They now sell for $225.
I was gonna say they sell for $2 something now.
Okay. I have questions. I have a very important question. I'm trying not to laugh because it's hilarious how fashion works, but I mean this is very real.
I want to do I know on QVC when it jumps, be all like, can I do this in the camera? Yeah. So my dad does, so I want to do this.
When this was sold,
right?
I'm gonna do another one.
Are these when Supreme's like, hey, we've dropped these sales for this bulk cutter?
Right.
Does that mean that you had to go to Home Depot? Hey, Supreme put out a bulk cutter.
No.
You can only find it in this specific
website
store. So only on the website. Or
wait, I want to do the Vanna
you gotta.
I want to be Vanna White.
You can't touch the red. No, you can't touch the red.
I'm not.
Only the black.
No,
2 hands. 2 hands. That's his business. So 2 hands. Because that shit's on camera.
So
you know what I'm saying?
QVC.
Yeah.
QVC.
Yeah. Let me know what the fuck is up. What the fuck is up?
Nails, and then it says in the back, gotta go like this with the hands.
Yeah, help yourself, my guy.
Help right there with the line.
You see that good grip? She got you, G. Hey, no, we on the cutters. This is exciting. Think about this, right? For all the complaints. All right, so let's dumb this down. For all the complaints,
this
right?
Is couture fashion.
Right. It's still fashion. Though.
Every single thing that he's put on the counter outside of duffel bags has nothing to do with I'm wearing this to go out anywhere. Right. Tennis balls, Band-Aids, cutters, nigga. This is everyday appliances. So when people are like, I don't get why they're going crazy in the store, it's like, nah, nigga, this is why.
You know how mad I would be if Hades got a hold of one of those Supreme Wilson tennis balls?
You know how mad I would be if Hades even fucking thought about sniffing at these fucking balls?
Dog!
I'd be like, yo, sit your black ass in the corner, Hades.
Hear me?
Hades be like, you don't talk to me like that in public. I was like, well, do now, nigga.
Send that nigga to the Humane Society on site if he ever, bruh, that's crazy.
Also, real shit.
Crazy.
I'm imagining what your house is like, and I feel like there's a certain room where you're just like, hey, could you not touch that door? Just because for us, we understand we're doing the show, so I invited you over for this. But for you have friends who are used to you who don't understand.
Right, and I'm like, I just have a shelf, and I'm like, don't go over there. Don't touch.
Imagine somebody beating your ass and you get shit with high-end fashion shit.
Hey man, so if blood gets splattered on that red, that devalues it, right?
It does.
Okay,
but the point is,
unless it's deer blood, because deer blood.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine can you imagine 50 Cent or
Hey Tyrell, do you see how crazy this whole shit is right now, bro?
I'm looking through the mirror. I didn't even know they made those.
This
Band-Aids.
But
so I also love they every first drop. So Supreme, if you don't know, Supreme will drop a high-end fashion house where they stop production.
Wait. Where can she put this? Does she put that back in your bag?
No, she can put them on the table.
Okay, no, we gotta ask. I'm nervous right now. This if we put a sticker on my table, does it make it a Supreme sticker on the table? I gotta ask.
That technically, but
let me get a sticker. Y'all just want to pull it.
Right? Hey, low key. These niggas might start making. What if Supreme collab with IKEA?
I appreciate.
So Virgil just did a collab with IKEA.
Did they?
That's coming out in November.
Wow,
it's very tight, and it's just an off-white with IKEA stuff. The rugs are really tight.
Yeah.
One of them looks like a regular image, but it's pixelated, and half of it's like that, and it says loading.
Yeah.
Quotations, but
some of his stuff is really the furniture wise.
Right. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But I also Supreme gives away a free gift every time they knew.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up? No, you good. You good.
Under the table, get it?
Right, under the table. I like it. But they give away free gifts with the first drop.
Woo!
Which
this table just added $80 to this shit. Woo!
And this year was the shower cap, which I thought was hilarious.
Hey, yo.
So they have a Supreme shower cap.
Yo!
I've never worn it, actually.
I'm so happy!
What are you doing? Why are you wearing it?
I should wear it out. I'm gonna wear it next time I come to Velvet.
Alright, just want a picture of this real quick.
I'm so happy. I'm so pleased.
So this is the freaking this year, but like last year was like the beach ball and it was free, but now the beach ball sold for like $50.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know.
But I love this. You have a whole fit on, including the shirt. Like you can actually step outside, and who gonna check him? Because everything's Supreme.
I'm not checking you, yo. You're Supreme.
That's
so
crazy. I love it. You gotta love fashion for that purpose.
So,
look
it's
at
a
Richmond
Supreme
doing
shirt
it.
cap.
I just
look at that
with
the nail. It's Supreme.
Oh my God! There's so much of it.
Yes.
You wow! This is exciting.
This is amazing.
Oh man!
Look at this. It's fashion.
Look at his smile
We're
too.
doing fashion things.
He's so supremely happy.
Yeah.
We need to do a commercial. Like I am trying to do a commercial. Like, hello, we are here, and we are doing Supreme things. Shop with us today.
I don't know if you noticed.
Supreme things, you know.
We've done a good job of not touching his shit though. Every time I put something on the table, hey man, that looks nice.
No, everyone.
we lean away.
I mean, I have certain shit that I would never like take out of the plastic because I really like.
No. You had to talk. You explain that to us.
But they did this for when Trump was elected. This came out in 2017.
Oh, that's spicy.
So I mean, it's just one of those things. Michael Jackson, yeah, can stay in the plastic. You know,
Spacey.
It's just like I'm not gonna. I also like that they do weird shit. So this is a collab with the guy's name is Joe Coop.
Yeah.
So he did all of the. You'll see it when I open this up, but all of what you'll remember is all the Snoop Dogg Doggy Style.
Yeah.
That whole comic book when you had the time. I'm old enough. I had the tape. So
Yeah.
it was in the tape. But he did a series with Supreme, which is great.
Okay.
And I also have I was looking for the other shirt, but I couldn't find it fast enough.
That's fine.
But this is one of my favorites that I just.
Bro, let's
Slim got some
can I
cream on
see
the
that?
arm.
Wait, can I see that?
Look at the jump. Look at the jump.
Yo, you gotta understand. Like, so in my
Oh, let's
house,
see this part.
at my house, my family wasn't really trying to let me listen to hip hop. So like,
Yeah.
this is crazy that I get to do a show with all that hip hop shit. Niggas didn't want to let me watch, and now I'm like,
Right.
fuck is up? This is great.
Something we all hope to say one day.
I guess
Fuck
is
up,
up?
mom and dad.
I guess the
What's up?
last thing we can do is probably the
Bro,
one
this nigga just announced
one of
his
the most
finale.
Right.
coveted. I mean, I have a bunch of other stuff. Well,
I was gonna
guess
say you're not gonna take out like a Supreme brick, right?
Oh, I really would love for him to do
it's one of
that.
the most
I just wanna
coveted
touch it.
items.
I want to touch the
Hold
brick.
on, let me tag
Can
you
I
this.
touch the brick? Or is the brick? Hey.
Why do I hear Young Jeezy in the background? Bricks.
Yeah, can somebody cue the young Jeezy?
Oh my god.
This is-
So I mean,
wild.
I definitely think it was definitely another wonderful
I just want to hold it.
investment.
That's
I
what she
do.
said.
Yes, it's here.
Bro, hold on.
No, I wanna hold the box
Hold
before you
on.
do it.
My bad.
Let me hold the
I didn't know you was really gonna do
I
this
wanna
shit.
hand you the box.
Hold on. Now we here. I didn't know you was gonna do this shit for real.
fact that we get it.
What's the nice grill in, y'all? Hold on. Hey, is that a nigga? Is that a brick? Hold the fuck up. Hey, Tyrell, come here, son. Come here.
Oh, it's really a
Bruh, he got the Supreme brick for real. Bruh.
It's real.
It's a brick.
Well, you touch it with your hands.
I'm gonna touch it. It's a brick. I mean, you know,
Oh, nigga.
This is exciting.
Oh, shit.
just don't drop it.
So exciting.
Just place it gently on my table, please. Nigga, there's a brick with the word Supreme in it. Nigga, this is crazy.
So they're worth about $150.
How much were they worth before?
I paid $30 for it.
Yeah.
Bro, yo, this is such a happy
I'll
day.
never forget when these first came out. I was like, Dad, you should like redo the fucking driveway.
Oh, driveway Supreme bricks, right?
And this
Yo,
nigga was
if he did that, people would rob him.
my dad was
Rob his
like, I don't even, what do you even know? The driveway's fine.
Yeah, they would really rob
He
his
was like, I
driveway.
like it black, it's fine. I was like, no, you don't understand what I'm saying right now.
So do you know how many bricks were sold?
There were a lot, apparently.
Okay.
They sold out at one point.
I mean,
Yeah,
no, we
there's
get
still-
that, but I want to know the number.
I don't know the actual number. The craziest thing
So
was
each one of them came in this bag?
no. This is a bag I have. It came bubble wrapped in this box. I just don't know what I
They
did with
bubble
the
wrapped up
wrap.
Could you imagine selling a brick that's bubble wrapped?
So the craziest thing was no. They did not guarantee that you got it intact.
Oh.
So a lot of guys I know got their bricks and they were in half or they were in 4 pieces. So to have one that's intact is very like.
This makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Oh, are you serious? So it's not guaranteed. So okay, so if I had ordered this brick,
so if you order, and so with Supreme, with majority of the items, you can only order one.
Right. Oh my god.
To the website, like it might. So you can go to the store.
Yeah.
So the problem going to the store is there's a lottery to get in your spot.
Bruh,
for
and
the line
UPS with my brick, bruh.
So
We go.
UPS. Right.
Can you imagine? You know how these niggas be. You know how USPS be because they always bring a little coin.
And that's the only reason I actually took it out of the thing because I wanted to see if it was intact.
Wow.
So it was it was one of those moments where you're like,
can you imagine if your corner
let my brick be in.
if you had no corner, like if your corner was
Oh yeah,
gone,
I know guys that don't have. It's like, or it's like.
What did that joke say? Soup. What that joke said? You know what I'm saying? When that joke said ream. How sick would you be if it said ream?
Yeah, so it's
or me.
This is wild. So many levels, yo.
Oh my god!
It's
Did you make it showing right now?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was just saying, hey man, that's expensive.
It's Jamaican showing right now.
Wow.
He's sitting here like,
Yes.
slots, all that money, all that bread.
I don't even want to look at it, honestly. I'm like, I say, hey, this was fun.
There you have it.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Yo, one nigga comes on the show and is like, I'm gonna end this on a brick.
Yo, this is amazing. Talk about high end. This is high fashion shit too. That's another thing to keep in mind.
I was like, hey, you gotta be honest. You did like fashion.
Yeah, no, this is amazing.
You gotta be a part of this talk. Like,
this is absolutely fire. You know what else we should discuss?
What's up?
Oh, we can do it off camera eventually or whatever. During our bloopers reel. I don't care. But we should do a styling photo shoot with I guess.
Yeah, he would like to do it. I don't think a lot of Supreme comes in our size though, but he would love to do like some shit like that. We should do it for the.
I mean, I can do hats.
The show. I mean,
I got tons of hats.
That's cool. Like, you're gonna get interviewed while we do a photo shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you have a wing in your hand and there's like a Supreme wristband on your thing, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And that's just how we roll.
Yeah, that's just
have the brick in your hand.
Yeah, it's your hand. It's not mine.
Oh,
I'm not touching that brick.
Just let it clear a brick and go, just put his hands right here and he leans back.
Yeah, it's like, that's all you, yo. I'm content. I ain't touched that brick one time since it came out the bag.
That type of brick juice.
I love it though.
Yeah, I'm Shannon Sharp, right?
Right.
All right, no,
that's how you know. You got in trouble a few times in your life for such a thing you got supposed to touch. Yeah, nope. Everybody just leaning right now like, that's crazy.
That's what you got in your bag, dog.
Yeah.
You sat in an Uber? You didn't drive yourself?
No.
So dangerous.
No bubble wrap?
Yo, I wrapped it in the plastic.
I was gonna say, nigga, if I was you, my dick would be on hard coming to the show and shit, yo. What the fuck is that?
No, it's very careful. It's a very nice old lady. She drove very slow.
It's safe because he has soft clothes.
Yeah,
so it's safe.
yeah.
His shit was next to a bolt cutter. Ain't nothing.
No, the bolt cutter
you're right,
was
though.
the bolt cutter was amongst the clothes.
Levels?
There was levels.
Hawaii.
It's wrapped appropriately.
There's a packing.
Is there any bubble wrap at the bottom of your fucking Supreme duffel?
Do you have Supreme bubble wrap?
No, man.
That's out of control. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, that is coming.
You know what I
Me
mean?
and the guy I know were talking about, you know how you get the bags of air in the packages?
Yeah.
We were like, they're gonna put a logo on that and they're gonna sell that watch.
I'm surprised they don't have a can yet.
So they're gonna
Virgil has his own
So
can.
they're gonna sell air. They're gonna sell air. That's what you just
Virgil
said.
sells air. You can buy a can of air from Virgil. Louis Vuitton air, baby.
I get that. I know what that process is. It's way different. Virgil is our joke because we like associated with Off-White, but this is like, hey, so Supreme did it, huh?
Right.
The air is different on that side.
Yeah, they got some, you know. I love that they pushed that envelope though, like.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so
that's an ashy ass brick.
Oh my god.
that shit.
I'm kind of one of these nerds who like get newsletters from brands that I like.
You're not a nerd.
No, it's definitely some
You
nerdy.
just like expensive things.
That's true, but it's low-key a little bit nerdy. The fact that I'm like, oh, there's a new letter from Supreme about their new spring line.
Do you get Supreme letters?
Yeah.
Cool. How come you never told me about this?
Because
I thought we were friends. This is on camera.
It's embarrassing.
Alright, keep going. It's embarrassing unless Tim.
Because they like, first they send you newsletters about anything. They will send you a letter saying, hey, y'all ordering shit too quick, so we shut this site down.
Do you know,
like, this shit is so interesting.
Do you know how influential a company has to be that they could send you letters about anything, but you still read every single letter?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that like they can literally tell you it's over because y'all doing too much, and you have no choice but to take it.
Wow.
Like they had that. What was it? 2015. We was all in college, and like.
Wow.
No, I think it was maybe a little bit sooner than that. I'm not
You was in college.
I sure was.
Yeah, I was done.
Actually, no, I was out.
But you
I
were
graduated
talking
in
about
2013.
that was when they stopped all the bots.
Yes, and like.
Yo, that bot shit would actually, they still text me. So,
The bot. Do I use a bot? No.
they still hit me up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I was gonna ask you, I was like, hey, are they still supposed to be hitting me up? Because they went from like Supreme and like we do the drops to like political shit. And then I was just like, oh, you guys are losing your way.
Yeah, no, I don't
Yeah.
follow them anymore. Yeah. A lot of the bots, they stopped. I never used a bot. I always just felt like it was unfair.
Yeah.
He got me into the bots when they first came out.
I was playing with one and then I accidentally
They're
ordered
cool.
2 jackets and then I was like, I'm over this.
That's an expensive habit too.
Yeah.
It's a rather
I
expensive
actually
habit.
never gave in. I always was tempted. I was like,
It was like, oh, you just spent $800 in 2 seconds.
Literally.
And I was like, nope. I called and they were like, well, one of them is processed. So you have to keep one of them. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was at the time where I was really reselling a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'll resell it. And you know what?
I remember
still have that jacket. And I love that
You
jacket.
were a lot more tired back then too.
Yeah.
Like I could see it in the way you would walk and move. Like when you would drink a drink, you looked like you were drinking to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember
like,
what that looked like. Like, yeah, that's
drop.
crazy.
I'd be
I
running
remember
shit.
like when they had that Supreme drop something. I swear it was like around 2014, and like their site fucked up. This site fucked up, and like I will never forget because niggas was on Twitter and it was like, "Yo, run me my shit, Supreme."
I
And
would
Supreme
give up.
literally sent out an email, a newsletter, and was
Like,
like,
yeah,
"If you
fuck
keep
guys.
threatening us,
Right.
it's gonna be a problem."
Yeah.
And I was like,
remember when
everybody
Supreme
got
did
real
not.
quiet.
They
no,
did.
they literally just started doing returns.
Yeah,
So like when I bought those jackets by accident, that was probably it was around that time, the bot time. So that was like 2014, 2015 maybe, and literally it was just like crazy site crashes. Like you couldn't get through at any time, and people would be like, you would get a confirmation, and then you would never get the shit.
yeah.
And people were like, wait, what?
Would you guys get the money back or not?
I know people that like
so
bought
niggas when it came to the
expensive
Supreme shit, they were just taking L's and that was like it.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was.
Yeah.
And Supreme literally sent out a newsletter and even put out like Instagram shit was like, "Fuck us up. What you
Yeah,
gonna do
like,
about
Did
it?"
Supreme have any lawsuits or anything like that? From
They
people?
always have lawsuits.
And they just like we chilling these lawsuits.
The crazy thing is, so Supreme started a lot of the stuff they do are copies. So the idea was, the ideology behind the brand.
I'm sorry, I saw a white girl in my back.
it was just, the idea was like they would take an old 90s t-shirt with the logo and whatever it said on it, take that off of it and put Supreme on it. So when they first started, they got sued a lot. Most recently, the craziest lawsuit was, I guess, I don't know if it was New York, but a bunch of states as well were really concerned about sales tax because they sell so much. So somebody was concerned about that, basically. But Supreme, the lawyers are probably great, and they fought it for a long time. And
The lawyers are absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
right,
Like, come on.
yeah,
Come on.
because all those copyright laws they fucking get passed somehow.
Every time.
Then they have the fake. We don't even have to talk about the fake Supreme.
Yeah.
It's in Spain that they're battling forever. Then the one just popped up in China recently. I don't know if you saw that on all the blogs. But they, basically the last one was about the sales tax, and now they charge sales tax. And it's weird because it says pending, so it depends on the state you're ordering from.
Ooh, that's so ugly.
So like when I ordered stuff, a couple weeks ago was the first time I saw it. I was talking to a bunch of guys on Instagram about it, and they were all like, "Yeah, that shit just passed," and they were like, "They have to charge it." So the way they do it is, if you're in a state that requires it, then that amount will come out as well. But if not, like, it didn't come out for us.
Okay,
So I don't think
good.
DC is like part of it, because I just got a regular charge and a regular, shipping. So
Gee.
their shipping fees are ridiculous too.
Yes.
But I tell people all the time, the key with the shipping is, I'll give you a couple tips and tricks for ordering.
Hey, yo, you hear that? Hey, my guy in the back, he about to give us some tips. Yo, you good? We wrapping it up after the tips.
Right.
Just want to make sure you get that.
Last thing, tips for ordering Supreme.
Yes.
Go to your notes, copy and paste your credit card number. That's the longest thing for you to type. Before the drop. Drops happen at 11 a.m. Thursdays when the season's over. Before the drop, go on the Supreme app and almost buy something. So type in your name, your address, the credit card number. I don't suggest you doing all that and hitting submit, because if you put the credit card number in, sometimes your bank will flag your credit card and then it won't go through the next time. But if you put the address stuff in and then hit submit, it should save it in your thing. So then that's in there. So at 11, when the drop happens, you copy and paste your credit card number.
Yeah.
Just memorize the expiration date and your thing, and that's all you're gonna have to put in there.
Yeah.
Your name, your address, and already saved in there. Copy and paste your credit card number, do that. Now the thing with, and this is a give or take.
You been through some shit.
Yeah, no,
this is
about like, and this is it's up to you whether you want to do this like this, but it's $10 to ship starting for anything. You can buy these Band-Aids are gonna be $10 to ship this little box of Band-Aids.
Okay.
So there's $6 and then it's gonna be $10 to ship them.
Okay.
Now, when you ship those Band-Aids, though, you are probably gonna get either 2 of those stickers I just gave you, or one of these, which is a sticker pack. Now these are worth just as much as anything else. So stickers are worth, if you get a special, so the box logos that are like specialty are worth more, the most. Okay. But certain stickers like these, like this is an artist sticker, those are worth a lot. It just depends on what it is, but
Stickers, my nigga.
Unopened?
this is unopened.
Stickers.
Yeah, this is unopened.
I did send it to you.
No, not the link. I was like,
I don't want to open it.
But wait.
Let's not do this.
Alright. Because I sent the jump. I sent
But
the.
did you see my text after? Just read your
You
stuff.
text me
You'll
after?
see it. Yeah. It was
But-
when you were asleep. I was like, hey, when you wake up. But
Boy.
we'll talk about it later.
But the thing is, you can sell the stickers too. So
Yeah.
is it worth spending the $10 each time to get the item? Because, so the problem with putting a bunch of shit in your cart is now other people are buying those items while you're putting other shit in your cart.
Oh my gosh.
So what I'm telling you is, because then you go to check out and that first item that you put in your cart that you really
Gone.
want is gone. And now you're hiccup because now it won't let you check out because that item is blocked. So you have to go back, remove that from your cart, go back. Then the next item you want, that one's now sold out. So I suggest to people all the time, you should buy,
You want the most.
you want it the
Take
most,
care of that.
you go and you
then
buy that
everything
first and
else.
buy it some.
Do the
and
one
pay
click.
for the extra shipping.
Don't do the add to cart. Do the one click.
Yeah.
One click, go. It's the only way to do it.
And that's
And that's how I have so much stuff.
So question, because I'm intrigued, because I'm a shopping ass nigga. But I mean, now like I used
Does
to.
that go for a lot of other companies too? Have you done the same thing?
Yeah,
It's just like,
I mean,
this is
what
what
you want
works.
to do, and like the kind of cool and not cool thing with Supreme is, like I said, you can't buy 2 of the same thing. So I can't buy this jacket in black and in khaki and in blue. Once I buy it in black, the system knows I bought it in black. I can't buy another color. So you go to the next thing you want. Fuck it, you gotta pick one unless you go to the store. But like I said, going to the store now is a fucking, you literally have to be in New York, go to a place. They'll be like, we're gonna be in Central Park on this day, which is the day before.
Right. It's always the day before New York.
Tomorrow we'll be at Central Park at this location. Come to sign up for the lottery. Come get in line to sign up for the lottery. So then you get in the lottery. You might get spot 1, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You might get spot 176. By the time you get in there, they might not have but 1 khaki jacket left.
Yeah.
But they might have 3 of these other shirts that are gonna sell out. So you can buy all 3 of those because you're in the store.
Yeah.
Or you can buy 5 bulk cutters because you're in the store. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But on the website, I can't buy 5.
I feel like this just like adds so much to the hypebeast culture.
Yeah. Oh, it does.
Yeah.
For them to do it like that, and that's what makes it exclusive, and that's what makes people want it more.
No, this has been eye opening.
Supreme's been able to maintain their exclusivity for so fucking
That's how.
long.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah. I mean, they treat it like it's a high-end fashion house.
but I'm
and then-
still not over the Supreme and North Face collab. I'm
there's
not over it.
That's next week. The new one next week. Week 5.
You gonna camp out though? You gonna camp out though?
Nigga, I'm broke.
We all are, but that's not what I'm asking about. That's
Do you
every
know
single
how
one of us are, but that's not what we
Slim,
talking about.
I've been on the internet searching, even on eBay, for Drake's jacket from the model video.
Yeah.
Since the model video came out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know that joint is on eBay. And guess how much it's on eBay for?
Yeah.
$5 fucking grand.
Yeah, man. Yo, you wild. You wild.
Yeah. Sounds about
$5
right.
grand. I could do so much with $5
That jacket when it first came out was not $5
Pay some
grand.
student loans.
You hear me?
I could
Nigga,
borrow money for a mortgage.
bruh, that's a down payment on the house.
That is.
There's a down payment on a sticker.
Just
is.
thank you. I'm gonna
It
put this
is.
on my laptop.
I'm gonna hold this for the rest of my life.
This is gonna be wild.
For the rest of my life.
Here, guys.
Why do you have so many?
No, your kindness.
So you get like 2 with every order. Like I said, I've been ordering 1 baby piecemeal for so. I have another stack of these at home like this.
There you go. He wanna put it on the thing for the camera.
So people sell like
That's for the camera. You got the record?
people sell like 100.
Alright, cool. Let me know when you're done.
They sell 100 stickers.
He tried to do that
Yeah.
Hey.
So you get like if you
Yeah.
search, people sell like the cheapest you'll find these like they're like $1 a piece, $2 a piece if you buy a bunch of them. Most people sell them single like for $4 or $5 a piece, but you can buy a brick of 100 for like $100, and people buy them.
And you know what's crazy? So listen.
See, people buying, but
I
this is
just-
way more exciting. Like this right here.
No, I have a story about a brick.
Like, period, yo.
So I went to somebody's
Wait,
home
you said you got a story about a brick?
about a brick.
A
I went to
brick?
somebody's house and I went to their crib and they had a brick in the door. And I was just like, so this is the pride and joy of the apartment, eh? And it was the Supreme brick. And it was to keep the door open. So
I don't use it to keep the door open. It's definitely on a
Of
shelf.
course you don't. After you told me that it came and some bricks was split in half, I was like, keep what door
Somebody
open?
kicks
Wait.
that brick, right.
Was that a whole brick that was keeping the door open?
it was no, a corner was missing. But yeah.
See, that's
That's
why.
Yeah. A corner was missing.
That's why.
I can't even. And now that I know that it comes not protected, I see why it was used to keep the door open. I get it.
They were just like, I
I'm
can't
fine.
sell this shit to
Right.
nobody.
Like I will never forget it because Slim was like, yeah, you know, this is the crib. And I'm just like, okay. And then all of a sudden, like, yeah, we got the Supreme brick. And I'm like, are we hyped for a brick in this jump? It's litty over a brick. And it was
Oh my
broke, so
God.
I was confused why we were so
That's
hyped. But I get it now. I
I get it.
understand. This is amazing. This is
Bruh,
beautiful.
I now have a reason to use my boomerangs, nigga. Fuck is up.
I think this is a crazy part of like the fashion side because honestly, this is technically how some of the bigger houses actually run
No.
their houses and their brands.
Yeah.
Like,
You do spring, summer, you shut down. Like
Right.
so we're in week 5 of spring, summer for Supreme, and then like I guess around July it'll be over,
yeah,
and then September
I'm back at it.
we back at fall, winter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love how you say we because you've been doing this for so long. This is us.
You gotta keep up with the
This us.
season.
When you see us, you know what the fuck is up.
You definitely have to.
Yeah, you gotta know what's coming out and be prepared. I mean, they've dropped some of the craziest shit. I don't have like I mean, of course, there's shit that I wish I had, like the pinball machine, but I'm not spending 10 grand on that.
Bruh.
They just dropped. So you think?
Imagine a resell on
Wait.
pinball machine.
I've played it though.
Oh.
I have played it.
Did it work?
Yes, I almost lost my shit.
Because you were like, it's gonna be
It's like, I literally could not. My friends were not. They wanted to leave where we were. So if you ever go to New York, go to Max Fish. You can play the Supreme pinball machine.
That's awesome.
At Max Fish. But there was nobody on it when I walked in, and they literally could not
remove me.
I was like,
They needed the Jones. They needed the Jones. They needed the Jones.
I was like, you guys can go somewhere. I'll find you. There's Uber.
I'm great here. I'm good.
I was like, I'm getting the high
things.
score, which didn't happen.
you wanted to market forever.
I was like, my friend's like, what do you want, like $2.50 a quarter? I was like, no, the whole 20.
That's amazing.
But yeah, so like items like that, they just came out with a porcelain like figurine that's like a Cupid, and it has a T-shirt on with the box, the Infamous Box logo.
Yeah.
That statue was $4,000. It's in the Supreme store and online, and the resale right now I think is right around $770.
Bro, first of all, let's talk about how cherubs are so outdated in people's homes now. Like, come on, son.
And it's a hand painted. Was it Machina? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
It's a German porcelain company.
Yeah, like
it's
a
apparently
Machina or something.
Yeah.
How many languages do you know? What languages are
Why
there?
are we doing this?
No. Just say it. Because earlier, if you would have been here earlier for what happened earlier, you would understand.
We were talking,
But how many languages do you know?
Just two. French and Spanish.
French and Spanish. So Rich Grills. Rich had a client who was trying to call him who only spoke Spanish. And he was like, I need a Spanish speaker. And I was like, Coop's not here. He's like, well, who else is there? I was like, Coop is the only one that matters.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Because I was like, it's my fault. You were late. But I was just like, if she was here, you would have like seen her flourish. Because he had a client who was trying to get a grill, but they only spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said you spoke Spanish or Russian.
No, not Russian. That's not
You
funny.
can pick up languages quickly. I've seen
Yeah,
you do
I
it,
can.
so I'm not worried about that.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, I know very little Mandarin, by the way.
I only learned French in school.
Fampi. Which is an insult
I
my
never
children taught
learned
me.
it. I
Which
mean, I
means
never-
you farted. That's what my children taught
Oh,
me.
that's a great insult.
Yeah.
Get him right that farted.
Yeah.
Right.
Little nigga. What the fuck you thought?
And then I know random words like grandmother and grandfather because my children were really rude and called me grandma all the time instead of teacher.
Which also double for endearing.
What is it in Mandarin?
Let me sign up.
Like what's a picture of your Supreme Bird?
Oh.
Because not everyone gets to see a picture of a whole Supreme Bird.
Okay.
No, you're like with this.
It's gonna be in his possession though, right? Like you don't touch it, just you take the picture.
I'm saying,
No, that's my.
Right, we have to be sure.
Yeah, line up the stuff.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
They want
OG
to
style.
line up all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know this. I saw how you gripped the bag when you said that.
Make it
Now
look
we got
sexy.
you. It's not even a question.
Vanna White shit. You gotta you know what I'm saying? You gotta place it very sexy.
You're right.
Place that jump. You gotta put that jump in the front. There you go. Make that jump look attractive. We're gonna do a little something like this.
Can you also can one of you guys take a horizontal picture for me also, please?
I got you.
There's a
Oh
marker.
my god, is that a glue stick?
That was a marker.
Bruh, yo, Tyrell, can you please record this flex that's going on right now?
We got a marker, bro.
This is Supreme marker. Just lean on the brick. Lean on
We
the
got
brick.
rando thing.
Oh, I forgot I had this in here.
Oh shit, he forgot something, bro. What
is
the
it?
fuck you
I'm so
forget?
excited.
There's the chicken dinner ashtray.
Yo,
Jesus
there's a
Christ.
Supreme chicken dinner ashtray, dog.
I want to.
It's
Bruh.
not really hard to prop going up.
Hey, no, that's fine. You gotta pop that shit up. That's exactly what the fuck it looks
we
like.
in a room of like 10 grand. This shit's probably like 15 grand on the table.
Stickers, ashtray dinners.
Like this is 15 grand on the table.
Stickers. What's that?
We
Doggy
talking
pound shit.
resale money.
Shout out to
That's what I'm
all the
flexing.
Supreme
Resale.
shit. You just,
$$2.
you see that, yo? Keep your hands warm. I'm just going, oh, my bad. I'm stop the recording. But we back now. Keep them hands warm when you flex, alright? Ooh, flip, what? Just look at that. Like, damn, yeah. Wait, look at them things hang pretty, too. They firm, right? My bad, cool. My bad, I'm back out.
Talk about my titties like that.
Yeah. Let them know what's up, yo. The perfect joints, yo. Hey, man, you see this, yo? I just, damn, yo.
I fuck with this.
Ooh, yo, someone can take a picture for me?
I got you. Oh, shit.
Y'all are ridiculous.
Always gotta ask in a soft voice.
Yeah, definitely send me these pictures too.
We will. I tagged you on everything on IG. Like everything you tagged in that whole shit. Downstairs in my bedroom. Just you never been to my room. Alright. Go downstairs. That first door to your left, that's my room. The bathroom's at the back. Cool.
This is just beautiful.
I feel like everyone's gonna have a story about walking through my room for the first time. Like, yeah, I went through this room, yo. This nigga has a rack.
With clothes on it.
Oh, this is such a great picture, yo.
That is beautiful.
This is an office picture before you sign your contract.
Yeah.
Yes. I love this. This is like
oh shit, this is my phone. Wow, that's mine forever. I didn't know it was my phone. I thought you could go with this.
This is like the most beautiful hype beast moment of my life. It's so special. Like I feel like
I will gladly put that up on my profile as
like I'm wearing Hirachis. I live my best hype beast life right now. I am wearing Hirachis, surrounded by Supreme.
You know what's funny though? Like after we had this convo, everything just hits different.
Yeah. And I'm wearing a Yeezy brand. I don't know
you're gonna think about it. You're gonna think about it.
Yeah. You think about the numbers. You think about the market. You think about the people involved. And then it's like, honestly, Supreme should have had riots breaking out before, but like they didn't pop until recently.
Right.
So like for people like you had the benefit of like really enjoying the moment before everything else. For the other shit,
there's
like,
times where I'm like, I'm gonna give up.
You know what I'm glad though? I'm glad you're not like the skateboarders
frustrated.
who are just like, well, I was on that before it was popping. It's like, bro, chill the fuck out, yo. Let these niggas enjoy for what the fuck it is. You have your time.
I feel like everything is like that. Everything is gonna have a lot.
They do that though.
They do.
The whole.
You weren't doing, and it's funny because I used to skateboard, but you won't hear me talk about that when I talk about it. I used to skateboard. I remember when they were out. When I was buying SB Dunks in 2000s.
Bro, that
you know what I'm saying?
That feeling,
the 100s, Diamond Supply, when all those first came out. Chocolate, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah, I was
You remember Huff? You guys remember Huff?
For you, since you've been here for like a little bit under 20 years,
yeah.
you really got to see like what transitioned in and out of the DFP market. Like,
absolutely. Yeah.
So.
Right, I know that's right. Hey, I'm gonna get my chunk. Shit.
Yes. Well, thank you guys, though. This is great.
Thank you. I do want to say, so when you do your resale, talking gender, do you only do like a certain, like whether it's only males clothes or do you?
Nah. I mean, it's certain things.
Supreme males clothes or is it unisex?
It's only men. I mean, it's technically men's, but
you said technically, so it's changing.
They sell. Listen, I'll tell you like
not
this.
even the.
No, you know why she's doing that? Because nothing's cut for a woman. I would say that. No, nothing is cut for a woman.
Okay.
But a lot of the colors are very feminine. But and I will tell you from a resale and a sales point, you know what sells out first? The fucking small. The smallest of everything.
Every time.
The shoes and the clothes.
Wow.
So that tells you right there. And you see, I mean, this whole IG Supreme Barbies, Supreme Ladies, Supreme Babes.
Yeah.
You know, girls are definitely buying it. I mean, there's always been streetwear girls, of course, that love that type of.
Because I'm definitely wearing a DVD brand right now.
Right. So, you know, like, no, but, and especially when you talk about Japan, those sizes sell for more.
Yeah.
So I do buy some of the smaller sizes.
Yeah.
Something I know I'm buying just for that.
Hey, you like that cloth back?
I didn't know you had to like walk through your actual.
Yeah, no, you do. You gotta go through it. You gotta go past my rack. You gotta sit right beside I mean that too.
There's a kitchen.
You gotta sit. Yeah,
I was like,
join. Yeah, you know that's how I live.
There's a whole fridge.
Low key lavish.
A whole little.
Yeah, you know I got a sub freezer. Yes, thank you. I had that since college, 2007, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
that's
you're
a long
showing your
time
age,
for-
baby. When? Say a year again.
2007.
Yes, baby. Go, child. You was there.
Strongest nigga in all my circles.
Yes.
I'll be cool, man.
You're handsome.
Yeah,
you look young. You're youthful.
I try. I drink my water. I keep God first. I let people know there's hope. You know, we got them out here.
You know what I'm saying? You look good. I love it.
You know, put that on Supreme, you know what I mean? You
I'll put that on my what?
oh my.
Yeah.
Alright, well, anyway, thank you for coming out, bro. This is
Absolutely.
It's amazing. Thank you so much.
And honestly, I really hope like enough people like learn from this because like that's a learning experience. Like,
People have no idea.
Like from pop-up shop, from selling the merchandise to knowing don't let niggas touch your shit. Unless you know for sure they're going to buy it or pay you for it. Do not let them take anything out the motherfucking plastic.
Yeah, that presentation. You
hear me?
Sure it's key.
You know what I'm saying?
This is so important.
You know, all that
Having them small. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got a lot of gyms.
Cater to women first, man. The guys are always gonna be there. The women, that's different.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But you know, like you said, with the trending, like you know, you see Kim Kardashian wearing it. You see that kids wearing it, and there's a big, you know, last thing before we close out. It's funny, like of course there's fakes of everything.
Yeah.
And I just remember seeing a bunch of posts about them getting called out because they thought that like North or one of the kids, what you know, had a fake because they don't make kids clothes.
Right.
And you know, Kim and Kanye, I think I saw it like chime back and was like, no, it's real. And then there was a reseller guy that I know that's big out of Japan, and they bought it from him and got it tailored. So I know it was definitely real. But they said that they got it tailored for her, which is probably, you know, people do that, you know.
That's
so,
adorable.
but it's, I think that was dope.
I'm not doing that shit.
I mean, they definitely paid probably over $1,000 for the shirt alone because it was an old
For a baby.
Right.
For a whole baby.
A whole baby.
A whole baby who will
So you cut it out. So
candy and lip gloss and ice cream for a whole baby. That's
You know what's funny though? It's funny that the most expensive things aren't about the thread count. It's about how long you've had it and the condition you kept it in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's important because I'm all about my thread count so they can keep everything else focused.
Yeah.
That's doing great on
I love it. That's crazy. I learned so much today.
Yeah, I learned a lot today.
I learned.
I feel like every episode we learned a lot. We just got the same face. Like, damn, that was
Right.
so I gotta like call my dad up. Like, yo, we gotta talk, bro.
Bruh.
Right.
Yeah, like I just got a pair of sneakers signed by Wale that I gave to my sister.
That's tight.
What were they? The Rachis? Were those the
Yeah,
Rachis?
they were.
Yeah. Baby Blue Rachis. It was at his show at the film.
Yeah.
I was so happy. It was her fault. It was great. And I'm like, you know, one day I'm gonna be in a room with Wale and be like, yo, you signed those pair of sneakers for my sister. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cause she was like, why are you giving this to me? I was like, cause you my sister.
Right.
You get all the good shit. This is what life is.
You hold on to that. Don't wear them.
Take care of that.
Right. Don't wear them.
You got those.
Keep them in the
They not her
packaging.
size anyway. She good.
Oh, all right.
I'm big nigga sizes.
Keep them in the packaging.
Yeah, it was mine. Yeah, I literally took it off my foot and I tossed it to his security. Give it to him.
I just want to randomly shout out all the women who wear streetwear and who wear androgynous fashion.
Yes.
We are here.
Androgynous. I'm not define that androgynous.
So androgynous fashion and androgyny is your ability to blend and be fluid between genders. The comfortability
I thought you would get
No.
I was about to
I was
gonna point out a point that you should. One of my really good friends from college should follow her on Instagram. She's very of what you're speaking of right now.
Awesome.
Beer bottles and chainsaws is her Instagram handle. Shout out, Crystal. She works for Man Repeller.
I do that.
Probably follow her, yeah.
Oh, she's never gonna follow me, but that's fine.
No, she will.
Okay,
She will.
If someone represents a product, I'm sorry for cutting you off. That is called Man Repeller.
Yeah. Man Repeller is like a fashion blog, and they do a lot of things with like Glossier.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, it's fashion. It's not like you know.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're
She's
great
cool as shit.
magazine blog to follow.
really like
Shout out to all the androgynous.
Her whole
fashion.
energy is.
dope.
Yeah.
You know
Like
what
that's
I'm saying?
what she keeps begging me to move to New York with her. So
It's important to be able to feel comfortable in more effeminate fashion while
No,
wearing
that's
more
how she
masculine
is.
fashion.
As you can see, she
That's
wore
important.
this crazy straw situation to Afropunk.
Ooh.
It was fucking amazing.
Since we're all looking at our phones.
Yo, I'm sorry. Mr. Selecta did this this go-go mix into this song. And
I
a
saw
lot
you
of
guys.
people are going crazy over it.
Yeah.
Niggas is like, hold up. I'm like, oh, my bad.
Oh, that's
It's
amazing.
my timeline. Hey, anyway, yeah, we wrapping it up. Yeah, appreciate it. Hey guys, introduce yourselves. Say your IGs if you want to.
Hello.
Yeah, there you go. It's you.
Yeah, you see my therapist post?
Yeah, I saw you.
Hello.
It's you, the
I
Gregory.
am
There you
Coop
go.
the creator.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you are watching
Yeah.
Snacks.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
yeah.
I'm Tim Slay, and you are watching Snacks, and they were delicious.
Yes!
They
I'm
were
sorry.
very delicious.
Can we do that again without the gas?
No, you
No.
That's it. Tim
I'm sorry.
says, hey, I'm Juice Jones. What's it? JUIC, the number 3 Jones on IG. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed the wings, the Supreme, the Hype Beast, the Knowledge, all the other good shit, yo. Shout out to y'all niggas. Lights.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah.
My Vanna White moment.
Yeah, I can't
to
wait
do
to
this
put
with my
these
hands.
things up. Hey, thanks for everything, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
You know, I don't know what to do with my hands. So
No. Don't touch the
I didn't touch it. I didn't